I went on a mission trip to Haiti. And while I was there, I saw a school, a Christian school that was there, and students were on their way to school, and they were all carrying empty milk jugs filled with muddy water. And I remember asking the head of the school, the pastor of the local church, I remember asking him, hey, what's going on? Why are the students coming with dirty water to school? And he goes, well, that's their tuition. You see, it's hard for us to get water, and so what we do is we require each day for a student before school starts to go and get water and fill it up and bring it with them to school. And I was struck by that because these students cared so much about getting an education. They cared so much about having an opportunity to make their life better through going to school, learning, and then maybe getting a career or a job after that, that they were willing, some of them, to walk miles each day in the heat to find a source of water, fill it up with this muddy water and bring it back. And then they poured it into the filtration system of the school so the school had water to operate. And I was struck by that because I remember when I would go back to school every fall and I would start whining and complaining. I don't want to go back to school, I have homework again and tests again, and I would get so frustrated and I would just complain. And immediately when I saw these kids walking miles just to go to school, it kind of hit home for me. It hit home for me what a blessing it was to get an education. What a blessing it was to have the opportunity to better myself, to have a career, and I had been taking it for granted, and I needed to practice more gratitude. In Thessalonians, it talks about how we are supposed to give thanks for all the things that have been done for us by God. And I think so many times we either neglect the gifts that God has given us, or we find a way to actually complain about the things that God's given us, to not appreciate them to the fullness that they are. And no matter where you are in life and what you're going through, there's always something to find to be gracious for. If you're in school, yeah, school's hard. I'm not minimizing school. I'm not telling you to pretend it's better than it is. I'm telling you to find what to be grateful for while you're there. I'm telling you that the food placed in front of you, the fact that you have the privilege maybe of being picky, is a privilege and a blessing. That you have food in front of you to eat, or that you live in America, or that you go to a church in America where perhaps you are safe to go to church and you don't have to worry about being in a country where the government might burst in and arrest you. And so we need to grasp as Christians all the things we have to be thankful for, and most importantly, being thankful for Jesus Christ, that He died on a cross for your sins and made an opportunity for you to know Him forever and live in heaven forever. So, next time you pick up a gallon of milk, try to be gracious.